What's up, y'all? Good morning. Welcome to a Friday edition of Morning Scone, or Morgaveko, presented by Brock. Fooling around with a heating pad, y'all. Sorry. Got tweaked my back. Got some back pain. Actually, a chronic back pain. Not a lot of fun. Anyway, what's up, everybody? What's up? Good morning. Morning Scone presented by Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Super fired up about our friends at Brock, and also super fired up about Big Block on Mommy's phone. What a night, what a day for the Pelicans. We'll talk about what the Pels got in the draft. We'll also talk about the LSU guys. Tremont gets drafted, Nas doesn't. I think a lot of people probably had that the other way. We'll talk about that too. Elevator on Mommy's phone. Okay.
Happy birthday.
Well, happy birthday to everybody whose birthday it is. Yesterday was Uncle James's birthday. Did you call him and say happy birthday? You want to say hi? Let's say hi. Blaine Allen, Jeffrey Sanford, Stephen Miller. Papa's watching. Papa can see you. Charlie Cavell, good morning. Jason Truax. Is that so funny? Hey, listen. Today's Friday, so are you gonna go see this gala and then go see Mommy, who will take you to Lucy's? Yep, Lucy's. You go to Lucy's today. Okay. You gonna go watch Elmo? Alright, get out of here. Go watch Elmo. See you later. Beat it. Scram. Peace and chicken grease and all that stuff. Let's see. Stephen Bro, James Tyrone, David Freeman, Rusty Abear, Charlie Cavell, Leroy Blanchard, Troy Shatner. What's up? Jeffrey Sanford said time to head to Brock. Ben, yeah, man, it's from time to time whenever this thing flares up, I do. Megan Hurst, good morning from Chicago. How about that? All right, so where y'all want to start? Matthew Rogelio, good morning. Stephen Miller, good morning, Bub. Great, the Pels draft overall. Well, when you get the best player in the draft, who is a consensus generational type player, you get an A+. So no matter what else they did, the fact that they lucked in the lottery into getting Zion, they get an A+. Like, but if you consider after Zion, like if you want to start that way,
Mommy, and go to Lucy.
Mommy, and go to Lucy's. I love the fact that they turned the fourth pick into three other players. They traded 39. They traded the 39th pick. They picked up the 35th pick from Atlanta. And so when you look at what they got, when you look at what they needed, we've talked about needing size and scoring, right? So, what, Bubba? Innovation Mommy's phone. Catherine Video. And go to Alexander's. So, when you look at huh, bud? Okay, so obviously you get Zion. Then with the 8th pick you got from Atlanta, you took Jackson Hayes from Texas. His story's an interesting one. He's a center, big, super athletic, but like didn't start playing basketball until he was like a junior in high school. So he's still kind of this really raw, athletic guy that you expect is going to keep getting better. And then with the 17th pick, which is the other one they picked up from Atlanta, they took Nikhil Alexander Walker, who's a big shooting guard from Virginia Tech. That's also forward. I guess he plays a little bit as well. But that's your perimeter scoring you got. So you got your size, you got your perimeter scoring. So that's what you got in round one. And then look, I'm not gonna lie to you. The Brazilian kid that they took and shipped off, no clue. The other international player they took, no clue. At 35, I'm a little bummed. And then the 57th pick, they traded. That's going to Atlanta, but I was the one thing where I'll tell you, okay, I was a little bummed. When they were coming up at 35, and remember it was Atlanta's pick, but Atlanta was picking for New Orleans. When they were coming up at 35, I'm looking at the board going, okay, well, could use some size here. And Daniel Gafford was on the board from Arkansas. And I just watched Gafford play at Arkansas, and he was a guy who made great strides year one to year two, and some thought he might have worked his way into being a lottery pick, certainly first rounder. Well, he slips into round two, and then he popped at 34, one pick before the Pelicans. I even tweeted it. And then the other one, Gafford went, and the other one, who went at 34 was Bruno Fernando from Maryland. And the Pels worked out Bruno Fernando this week, and I thought he might be the pick. And if you remember, Bruno Fernando's the guy LSU played against Maryland in the round of 32, and he's the 6'10" kid. Remember, they had two bigs, Maryland did, and the game really altered when Fernando went out of the game with fouls. But in the second half, he was hard to handle, and you could just see his ability to score and defend. He's a really good player. I think Bruno Fernando is one of those guys that's going to stick around the NBA for a long time. And he popped at 34, one pick before the Pelicans drafted. So I had a feeling Fernando was going to be the pick at 35, and I would have been pretty excited if he was there. But he went, and then they picked the European guy. I just don't know anything about him. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you and try to pretend. I have no clue. When international guys come off the board, I'm clueless. So. Let's see, Kyle Gaye, good morning. Hey, Dawn, good morning. Chris Williams, morning, Matt and Drew. How about the Pels in the draft? Fired up about the upcoming season. You should be, man. They were awesome. Not just the fact that they got Zion, but, and I know we talked about it a bit yesterday on AFR, but, man, when you look at, and it's been, I turned on ESPN, turned on Get Up this morning, and man, when you look at just the list of what the Pelicans got for Anthony Davis, essentially for sending one player to the Lakers and the haul of assets, including turning the fourth pick into three more picks and dumping Solomon Hill's contract, you've freed up cap space now to go sign a free agent. I mean, you've freed up $30 million, $33 million to go be active in free agency now, to go add, a player that's going to help you immediately as opposed to waiting for all the draft picks to develop. So, man, the other thing that's interesting too is puddle jumping. You want puddle jumping? Okay, let's go see puddle jumping. I'll be right back. Puddle jumping is an episode of Sesame Street. But shout out to Brock Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, who have taken care of my back in the past and my neck, my Achilles. Oh man, I have seen Brock quite a few times. AJ, you should go to Brock see Faraci. Come hang with me at 8 at the Walker campus thing. There you go. You're going at 8? There you go, man. They got 5 locations, man. Y'all can find the one near you. I have not been to the one in Walker, though. I go to the one in Perkins. Ben Clark, Cole Piers, good morning. Alan, why are you running up the star of the show? That's something. Sorry, man. Hey, Alan, y'all coming on the beer tour? I haven't checked the roster who signed up, man. I hope y'all are coming again. Bob Kubrick, what's up? Adam Tower, bigger dumpster fire. Pels prior to this year, the Lakers front office now. Lakers front office now. When you make look, Dell Demps the decisions he made just didn't work. I mean, he had a plan. His plan was trade draft picks for young veterans to surround AD with guys that maybe might be able to win now. It just didn't work. He gave contracts to Omer Ashik and Alexia Jinsa and Solomon Hill. And go to Fresh Market. And he just never drafted. Like that's another reason why Pels fans haven't been excited about the draft. They never drafted players. They traded all the draft picks. And go to Fresh Market. I love you. Oh, somebody asked about Nas being undrafted. So definitely surprised Nas didn't get picked. It goes to show you how competitive the draft is. I'm super disappointed in the amount of LSU fans that on social media have completely crapped on Nas Reed. Because that's a kid who's 5-star, could have gone anywhere, from New Jersey, comes to Baton Rouge, and a lot of guys that are one-and-dones are disinterested. They're basically just fulfilling their 1-year obligation, and then they're off to the league. Nas wanted to win. When he was on the bench, he was the biggest cheerleader, waving towels. There was a December game against ULM or somebody. He's diving on the floor for loose balls. He committed himself to reshaping his body his year in Baton Rouge. Polite guy. I mean, did everything right. And LSU fans should be cheering for him. And people are like, well, I know he should have come back. He would have benefited from coming back. That's not even debatable. Like the amount he improved from beginning of the season to the end, you give him another year, physically getting his body right and playing against better competition, for sure, he would have benefited. He could have done what P.J. Williams did or Daniel Gafford did, bigs who came back for year 2 and benefited from it. P.J. became a first-round pick and Gafford went early in round 2. Hi.
Finger.
What? Finger. That is my finger. Very good. You learned finger.
Rocco boat.
I love you. Rocco's boat. You love Rocco's boat? But I'll also tell you this: you never know. What goes into a player's decision. And
what's up? Good morning.
What's up? Good morning. And this is something that maybe just doing the job I do, you talk to a lot of these guys in all sports, you learn circumstantially why people make the decision they do when they leave school to go pro. And sometimes those stories never see the light of day because people don't want to share them. But sometimes they do. And when they do, I always emphasize them because I think it's important that you understand, like, everybody makes a decision for different reasons. And it's their decision and their reason. It's not always singularly focused on the success or failure of your favorite college team. So, anyway. Would Nas Reed in the draft have benefited from another year of school? Most likely, yes. Would Tremont Waters? I don't think so. Tremont's not going to get any taller. I mean, he's a shooter with range who's got good handle, sometimes makes bad decisions with the ball, but makes spectacular plays as well. But also, can shoot, but he's not going to get any taller. He is what he is. Like, that's just what he's going to be. He was a 5'11" guard. Hi. And go to JJ's house. Why are you being so sweet? You being so sweet? You clapping on Daddy's hands? Being silly this morning. Let's see. Charlie Cavell, you're right. The way the NBA draft is done is just dumb. It's a dog and pony show. The dumb part is the fact that you make guys wear... The most confusing part is when trades are executed because they can't be finalized until July. You don't... Like, you send guys up there to wear a hat for a team they're never ever going to play for, which is the dumbest thing in the world. Let's see.
Zebra.
Cole, good morning, Matt. Hate to see Nas didn't get drafted. Zebra. Zebra on Mommy's phone? What? Okay. Love you. Glad to see he signed a deal with the T-Wolves, but to get passed over the way he was disappointing. I agree with you, but you know the thing is, like, I could look at a lot of pros with Nas's game. I could look at the fact that he's 6'10", he's 250, soft hands, can shoot from the outside, can put the ball on the deck, although he turned it over a lot this year when he did that. But my point is, he's got skills for a big man that not many humans that size have. That's number one, which makes him attractive. The other part is, when he put the ball on the ground, he turned it over a lot. And he also was a defensive liability against better big men. I mean, Daniel Gafford, the first time LSU played Arkansas, up in Arkansas, Daniel Gafford abused Nas Reed. And I think that's a legitimate thing, you know. And maybe for some teams, the negatives didn't outweigh the positives yet, to use a pick. So, Andrew Baer, good morning. Justin Reyes, good morning. Best thing is getting rid of Solomon's huge and undeserving contract. No doubt. I mean, I would say it's the best thing in all. I mean, let's see what those picks materialize to, what the three guys you got from Los Angeles can become. But that's massive. It's massively significant because you've freed up cap space now to go sign a free agent. I mean, that's absolutely massive. Matt Person, good morning. Dale Broussard, did Saul Garza announce he's returning? Yes, Garza is returning, yes. Lil Cormier, great to see the Pelicans organization being discussed on all the major sports networks in a positive light. That's a good point. And look, you know it was a good day for David Griffin when you turn on ESPN or you pull up like USA Today Sports and like the headline is not only about Zion, but about how lopsided the Anthony... Like, Deadspin last night had an article, and the headline was, "The Pelicans have all of your assets." And it's just this big list of everything they got. And the broad brush nature of it was pretty funny. But it's true. I mean, it's like when you look at everything they've gotten for the Anthony Davis trade, they have, I mean... Dad show. What's up, good morning. What's up, good morning. I mean, I think David Griffin has earned everybody's trust right now. Paul Batts, T-Bob slept with his life-size Zion stuffed animal. What time is it? Okay, I got 9 more minutes, y'all. I'll go to 8 o'clock because I got to get him to therapy this morning at 8:45. What's up, good morning? Let's see. Shh. Hey. Shh. 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 Wow. Let's see. Deborah Todd, good morning. Don Borg, Tyler Hale, Steve Mayu, Dustin Balello, Will Weathers. Good morning, Will. If y'all have not yet done so, please hit the share button. I got to do that too. Sharing is caring. Massively, massively helpful to share. That's how we grow. It's how people get exposed to this. Maybe otherwise would have never seen it. So, thank you. Connie McCormick, Sam Dixon, what's up? Brian Wynn, good morning. Good morning. Julio Mendez, good morning. Jeffrey Sanford, what free agent do we most need? Most need and what's most realistic are probably two very different things. If you can pull off a trade, look, everyone will say Bradley Beal appears to be the most valuable player who is available. If you can get Bradley Beal and take on that contract, I don't know what you have now that you'd send to Washington, but that would be the gold standard, right? I mean, you have an all-star shooting guard that could step on the floor and be your leading scorer next year from jump, and then your backcourt becomes Drew Holiday and Bradley Beal. You'll have Brandon Ingram at the 3, Zion at the 4, and then Okafor and Hayes at the 5, whatever combination. That's appealing. A bunch of people talk about Miles Turner being available. See if he is actually. That would be go to the beach. Go to the beach. Did you love going to the beach? Did you love going to the beach? Aw, thank you. You give Daddy a kiss? Oh, I love you. Wait, let's not grab the wire. What? Hey, I thought you were watching puddle jumping. Daddy's got 6 minutes left of his show. And then I gotta go take a shower and then get you dressed. What on Mommy's phone? Big block on Mommy's phone. Yep, you got it. Nailed it. Brian and Robin Marcel Thibodeau. Good morning. David Jenkins. NBA draft trades are crazy. It's confusing to know what team is real. That's so true. I saw Jazz fans getting excited for a pick that wasn't theirs. And then kids put on the hat and rep a city they aren't going to. Huh? Exactly. And go to Alexander's. So, like, the trades can't be finalized until July, which is stupid. It's very dumb. And go to Albertsons. It seems like there has to be a better way, a very logical way to go about doing this to make this night not be as confusing for everybody watching. Ryan Falgu, good morning. Eddie Iglinski. The way Zion handled himself last night in his speech was great to see. You can tell he's for 18. He's a mature kid. We did go to Walgreens, didn't we? You can tell for 18 he's a really mature kid who doesn't look like he's going to be overwhelmed by the moment. I also love to hear him say, like, I got my home. I'm coming home now. Talking about New Orleans, he's embraced it. And when you think about the conversation after the Pels won the draft lottery of, should Zion play for New Orleans and all that, he's basically shut all of that down. Hey, bud. Okay, I'm not gonna. No blocks, okay? Drew was trying to block some y'all. Got him. All right. Got him. Let's get a few more in here. Carl the Cat, what's up? Oh, David said the Duke Pelicans. Now, I did mention this yesterday on AFR, and I would not be dismissive of this, okay? When you consider that you've got Ingram, Zion, Jahlil Okafor, and Frank Jackson, 4 guys who all played at Duke. And I'm not saying anything about Duke. Some people hate Duke. I get it. But that's not even the point. The point is, you got 4 guys that all have that shared experience. And when you start talking about, like, building camaraderie on a roster, things like that, the fact that all of those guys have that shared experience of having played for Coach K, and that doesn't suck. Like, that doesn't hurt having that puddle jumping on Mommy's phone. Let's see. Gary Burkett, word is Team Jacques is working on some delay of game tactics to keep the number low. Team Scone, -12.5. Hey, y'all come out in a few Fridays, July 12th, out at Tiger Park for a Red Rock and Blue celebrity softball game. Lori Prophet, what's up? Paul Batt, Scone, I'm en route to Baton Rouge. Where should I eat lunch? It depends what you want to eat, Paul. We've got lots of options. You want wings, you can go to Pluckers. You want sushi, you can go get them a Scone roll over at Ichiban. If you want to eat downtown, Christina's little diner, which is easy in and out, which has good home style food. We've got lots of options, man. Eric Sonier, Sean Wallace, Joseph Clemens, Devin Kelly, Dana Abear, Matt Smith, Jackie Caruso, Joe Kettner, good morning. Cheryl Michelet, good morning, Matt. There was a great joy in our house last night. It should be. A lot of people, man. It was a lot of fun. Did y'all see the Fulton Street party? Oh my God. It was incredible to see the number of people jam-packed in there last night for the draft. Go to Lucy's. Man, I tell you, we were working with the Pelicans for about the last month to try to do all of our shows there yesterday from Fulton Square. From the square, Fulton Street Square. Dr. O Mommy's phone. So where they had that, where they had the party, we were working on doing all of our shows there. And it's a long story short, but it's a long story, but needless to say, it didn't happen. But man, I've been so pumped to make that happen. Anyway. Robin Debitaz, good morning. Alec Campbell, good morning. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. I got to go, y'all. See if I can get one more. Blaine Smith, good morning, Matt and Drew. Pelicans did good in the draft. I'd love to get a nice veteran contract friendly to bring more experience. We got young. I love it. Demps was ridiculous in the draft, trading away draft picks for overrated and overpriced free agents. That kind of nails it, man. And it's just the draft always brings an awful lot of optimism. Draft always brings a lot of optimism, man. Hey, Steven, Jock posted the video of him hitting the ball off my leg, and you said you got to post the video going yard. I did. So go look at that tweet he posted. I replied, Throwback Thursday, the time my team beat Jock's 40-18, and then I went on the station and rubbed it in or whatever. I did on Twitter. Go check it out. All right, y'all. Hate to run. I got to get him. To therapy. Alden Cartwright, good morning. Golly, I wish I had more time for so many comments. Paul Rogers, Joey DiStefano, Justin Beard, Mike D. What's up, Mike D? Will you sign Big Dunk in the 11th hour again? May have already happened under the table. Hey, baby. Drew does say, hey, baby. Hey, baby. Whenever I come in every day from work, I go, hey, babe, to Erica. So he started going, hey, babe. Or hey, baby. He'll say, hey, baby, too. It's funny. All right, y'all. I got to bounce. Y'all have an awesome day. Locked On LSU podcast coming up in a bit. Riot Radio Hour, obviously, with Terrio. Tons of draft recap. Lots of good stuff. So sorry I got to run, but I got to get him to therapy. So y'all have an awesome, awesome morning. Have an awesome Friday. Please hit the share button. You want to say bye, Dad Show? Hey, say bye, Dad Show.
Bye, Dad Show.
Bye, Dad Show. So see you later. Hey. Arachnid. Bye, bud. All right, see y'all later.